All right, guys, let's talk about what we do when we have a little bit more complicated of a story problem. This problem is going to give us a lot of information, so the trick is going to be really figuring out how to organize it and what we need. So it says a lab technician needs 25 liters of a solution that is 15% acid for a certain experiment. She only has a solution that's 10% acid and a solution that's 30% acid. So how many liters of the 10% and 30% solutions should she mix to get what she needs? So let me first draw a picture to try to visualize what they're asking for. So we know that we've got some big pot here full of acid. She's looking to have 25 liters when we're done. This whole pot should be full of 25 liters of solution, and she wants that solution to only be 15% acid. But we don't actually have that. So what we have is we have some 10% acid. So let's call this part down here. Say first you add some 10% acid solution, and we're going to add to that some 30% acid solution in the right, oh, my pen's not working, in the right quantities so that when you're done, the whole thing, when it all stirs, when you stir it all together, it will be 15% solution and there will be 25 liters. Those are liters. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for, and I'm going to write out the words because that's going to help me know what to look for. I'm looking for the amount of 10%. And I want you to pay attention whenever you hear the word of, that is the key that you're going to multiply something. You're going to take an amount of 10% solution and you're going to add it to some amount. And these are going to be amount in liters, right? Some number of liters of 30% solution. Okay, and that is going to be equal to 25 liters of the 15% solution. I'm going to write all of these percentages as decimals. So that's 0.15, so 25 liters of the 0.15, the 15% solution. Remember, of meant multiply. Okay, so now what I need to do then is I need to figure out the amount of 10% and I need to figure out the amount of 30%. And then I can plug the actual numbers in. Well, I don't know how much of each I have, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't have any information about either of these two things. So I'm going to say I don't know how much of my 10% solution I have. I'm going to call that amount X. That's this little bit of the pot. I know it technically would all stir in, but let's envision. If this little bit is 10% solution, this is how much we need to add. What's the relationship then between the amount of 10% and the amount of 30%? Well, I can look over here and I see, well, it should add up. The 10% and the 30% should add up to 25. So if I know I have X amount of 10, I should have, so this is going to be X of 10. Okay, of means times. So X times 10% solution. I'm going to have my 30% solution, and the amount I have of it will be the total 25 minus however much of, so, and that should equal the 0.15 times 25 liters. Okay, so let's go through. We get, that gives us 0.10x. Remember, we got to distribute this one. So, trusty calculator, and I get 0.30 times 25 is 7.5. And then distribute 0.3 times negative x. Remember, positive times a negative is still negative. So 0.3 times 1x gives me 0.3x equals 0.15 times 25 is 3.75. Okay, so now this looks complicated because of the decimals, but we're just going to do the same thing we always do. We're going to start by combining the like terms. So 0.1x minus 0.3x is negative 0.2x plus 7.5 equals 3.75. Now I need to get my x alone, so I'm going to subtract 7.5. That's the inverse. 7.5. So I get negative 0.2x, that's just 0, equals 3.75 minus 7.5 equals negative 3.75. Now I'm out of space. Let's move this over here. So I've got negative 0.2x equals negative 3.75. This is multiplying, so my inverse is going to be divide. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 0.2. And x equals 18.75. Now remember, that was liters. That was the total amount of 10% solution. So if I have 18.75 liters of the 10%, what's the 10%? Then I can say, well, I know I have 25 minus 18.75, and that should be, I did my calculating wrong. 25 minus 18.75 equals, so the 30% solution should be 6.25 liters. So when I add those up, here's that answer and here's that answer. And that will give me a 15%, 25 liters of a 15% solution.